Morning, y'all. So the journey continues. Today is Aiden's second lesson. So you might remember Aiden from the first, he was in the first video, I think. He has actually got cut, but we'll talk to Aiden about that today. But he's been texting me and messaging me, sending me a few videos. His driver seems to need the most work. We're gonna attack his driver. So anyone looking for some driver ideas today, hopefully this lesson with Aiden might help you if you're someone who kind of shoves the club out a bit like Aiden does. So we're gonna be heading to Torquay. I think we're gonna spend a lot of this lesson on the course as well. I wanna see how this driver really works in situation. So question of the day, it's gonna be it's a long weekend here in the UK. It's a bank holiday weekend and it looks like there's gonna be some sun about. What kind of prep do you do? What time do you have to practice for your weekend's golf? So do you have enough, not enough? Most people obviously not enough. And if you have a small amount of time, like an hour or 2 hours, how do you use it? Indoors putting, going to the range, going and play 2 holes? Post in that comment section down below. Remember to hit the thumbs up button if you're liking the videos. It always helps me out. And hit that subscribe button. If you don't already, it's down there. You get notifications of the next video. It's worth it. Right, lesson 2 for Aiden. Down to 15.1 was, what were you, 19, 17? 17. So you are the first in the journey to get cut. We've done a little bit indoors, which we'll talk about as we get going. It's Aiden's driver that's letting you down the most. So I want to do a bit of work with that. So we're going to get out on the course and see how it performs in situation. So we're back on the normal tee, par 4, just anywhere down centre cut really is good. No pressure, bruh. That's it. So there's the Healy one. So that was that Healy one of you getting round it, which we'll talk about more. Did you feel where you struck that? Yeah. So it was on this side, right down in this side of the face.
It's safe.
Yeah, it's safe. So that's you not exiting left by a long way.
Yeah.
So we've just dropped one down for Aiden. What we're trying to get rid of with Aiden, so Aiden tends to get very high handle, then pushing out and around. So trying to get around the ball so much is why we see these necky ones. I want him, a much more feeling of hip, shoulders rotating and hands coming in, up and left. Yeah. So more around, almost like a chip shot to get that strike a bit more consistent with the driver. Little heavy, do you get many of those?
No, it's just...
It's the nerves, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the practice swing with this club is exactly the same feeling you want to be getting with irons and woods. Feel how you don't lift that handle up. It's much more like around your body as it rotates. It's that feeling that we need to get in you when you've got your driver in your hand, basically. Nicely played. Just a little long, but nicely popped up in the air, good strike. So show me that practice swing. We're just waiting for this green to clear. He's got his driver, we're just gonna, yeah, you can't do enough of them at home. That's it. And where would you go from there? Yeah, just let it go over. So your follow through might start feeling more around left shoulder and around and up. Yeah, that's the idea, that's it. Like you just have to do hundreds of them at home. So if you do a full speed one like that, back and through, not bad. Again, let's get it feeling like hip and shoulders exiting left, hands exiting left, around with it. Yeah. Does that to you feel like it's out to in to out? What do you think?
It feels like I've got to try and cut the ball.
Yeah, 100%. That's the feeling I think I gave in your hug video almost. That feeling of cutting it for you is really strong. Paths inside when we measured earlier was 0 and 1 across when you tried to get that feeling, which is pretty straight ball to a slight fade, which is so much safer than your 6 in to out high handle finish kind of golf. Right, driver, let's see it. Absolutely. That is such a good shot. Great shot, Aiden. That's what we want. That's the smile we want. See you later, bro. Centre cut, 204 hybrid into the green. That is one hell of a drive, Aiden. Let's follow it up with a decent hybrid.
Hopefully.
Same ideas with the swing, that practice swing, that round your body feeling is good for you. That's it. Try and get the club to interact with the ground as you do it, so it's a bit more realistic. That's it, that's it. And then let it go up over your left side once it's got there, then carry it on. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes with practice swings it's about piecing the movements together.
Yeah.
So putting them into little segments like that is good, but it also then is very negative because it's not very realistic. I like my practice swings to have a combination of both. I like brutalizing a swing and a feeling, but I also want it to have some reality, getting the club to interact with the ground while doing that movement, seeing where the follow through goes to while doing that movement. Up the left, the ball slightly below your feet again, isn't it? It's a good hit, just a little bit of a block. But this is a long par 4, you'd get a shot here, you are up there. Can we hit another one? So we're having another go, and I just want Aiden to try and get this one up the left with the slope. And there's the turn that you said you were worried about. Oh, centre stump. So he hit that. So that's all the best course management in the world. The execution still will override everything. The overdrawed hybrid there was you hitting the ground. Again, that club gets a little bit behind you on that downswing. You're not opening up that body. The follow through gets high and out to the right. Loads more opening up with that still. So Aiden's just chipping up. He's got a bit of overhang, so he might not be able to get up because he hasn't really got much green to work with. Let's see how he works this out. Yes, well played. Yeah, very good. Unlucky to hit the downslope. So this is a long par 4. Aiden would get a shot here. Obviously off 15 he's getting a shot on nearly every hole, but this is one of the hardest holes on the course. Good drive, decent second little block, sensible chip. It's good scoring. This is how he's going to get his handicap cut. Hitting 5 iron, ball above his feet off a downhill lie. It's a great hit. 4! It's on Jace. So it's just over on the right side. It's the right kind of miss. You've got plenty of chipping room there. Brilliant strike.
Uphill.
Yeah.
Tried to start it right in case it got the draw.
It did try to draw, just not quite enough. I would have been starting that right all day long as well. It was the safer play. Aiden nearly killed the boys. I can't believe he didn't kick it on, guys. Come on. What loft you got there, Aiden?
54.
54. That's your kind of preferred chipping club, is it?
It's just the ones I've had either been over a bunker or downhill, so I've got to try and get it to stop.
Okay, yeah, because this is all running away from you. Pop it on there, let it roll down to the hole. 2 good shots again. See, I think you've thrown that miles. So for me, if you get another ball, so we're going to do that again. I want a little lower and just landing on the front of that green. Yeah, look at that. That's the one. That's just going to roll down nicely. It's good. Like, I don't know if you would do that in a competition or not, as in you might take more time and work it out, but the first chip was not horrendously executed as a shot, just had 0 vision in it. The second one had much more of a plan that you executed pretty well, apart from a bit of break.
I tried to land it halfway, but threw it near enough there.
Yeah, and popped it way up. No need to pop that in the air there. So as soon as you pick that speed up, it starts pushing your handle up and out.
Is it?
Try and keep, even when you keep the speed up on the practice swing, like as far left as possible. That's it, that's it. Let's hit one. That feels cutty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very good hit, just drifting into the right hand trees. Pretty decent drive though, bearing in mind last time you kind of topped it over there. So what you'll see from good players with their practice swings, which is kind of what I'm saying with you, have you watched much golf on telly?
Yeah, I always watch it.
So have you watched, who was doing this drill? You seen them doing that last year? So Justin Rose was doing this on some drills. He doesn't want to swing like this. He's exaggerating the feeling. Alex Noren gives it that. You watch him on a range, he'll stand there like that and do like 3 or 4 pumps of this where he's working on this feeling, obviously, with his little cut. And then he'll stand up there. And then you'll just see him hit a shot which is kind of relatively normal for you and your practice swing. I love seeing you doing this. Keep doing it, but I want you to try and make sure when you put the speed in, it's still there. It doesn't just go straight back. So almost feel like when you put the speed in, like you're kind of diving in here a little bit, just to push that feeling on. So it's a good hit, but blocking. So started right and just hung out there. If you've got the other ball in your pocket there, we need a little bit of catch up at the bottom.
That just means I'm going.
Yeah, so not so handle draggy. Try and feel like that head's catching up a bit more, yeah? Great shot. Middle left, good drive. So handle not as high, but the face taking part as well, rather than the face being left behind. That was good. Good shot. Great shot.
Bit thin.
That's good. Front left, pin high, get up there. Yep, good shot. Really good. So Aiden's just hit his 3-wood off this tee because it's a short par 4 running downhill. We didn't get it on camera, but it was kind of a starting left drawing shot, wasn't it? And this is a really important point for everyone listening, and obviously for Aiden today, where with the driver you need the club to catch up. With this one, if that is the pattern of shot, you're going to need more of a feeling of holding off as you turn through. When I measure people inside, their delivery from a driver to a 3-wood to a 7-iron changes. It's not always a pattern. If you're out to win with one club, you're not with it with everyone. So you need to either learn to bring them all in line. What I do is I don't bring them in line. I learn the patterns with each club. So I'll aim my hybrid in a different position to where I'll aim my 5-iron. Yeah. Because my hybrid is natural drawing, my 5-iron is straight to fading. I don't try and make them, there's no point in me working them and wasting time making them the same when I can manage them with aims. Start points or slight different feelings impact those kind of ideas. So let's do another 3-wood. This time you get that feeling of turning on the way through, but hold it off rather than letting the club catch up. Yeah, turning left but holding off. That's a great shot. That's a rip. Not going to see it down over the slope, but basically it's down there.
Such a knuckleball with it.
Yeah, well that is I think Rory's got that one, and it is prone to low spin knuckleballs. It'd be a case maybe of keeping that in your game and using it as a weapon, or thinking about getting a fit to get that in line with your other clubs. Yeah. Because it's great, but it also can harm you. That it needs to hit a distance. That feeling of holding off there though with a 3-wood, that's a case of you learning your patterns when you practice with each one of those clubs now. .164, 6-iron, easy 6 did you say?
It's normal.
Normal, let's see it. Oh yeah, get all of it?
Yeah, it's going to be long I think.
Oh, what a shot. Player, that's pretty good. Yes please. Yeah, not hard enough, it just needed pace. So I mean, it can get back at you.
Yeah.
Like literally up.
I didn't even hit that hard.
I know. Yeah, well hold. So this putt is defence.
Yeah.
You can't go for this. You literally hit it up there and just let it come back. Like you don't do anything. But like, I mean, I'm just hitting it into a blanket and letting it stop. As soon as you try and go at the hole with that, that's like, it's just, you cannot attack that part. You can just never attack those. Right, we're just inside with Aiden. We finished out on the course. There was some really good stuff, but we still see the odd snap up with a driver. So we're just measuring where he finishes with his driver with this extreme thought of feeling like he's exiting left. That's it. That's a low squirt off to the right. So you can see low strike. Path is 0, so 0.1. How'd you hit that?
High.
Yeah, so higher on the face, but look, this is what we need to be thinking about. So club lie, 6.7 toed up, 6.5 toed up, 6.5 toed up, last one 4.4. We need that club toed up, 7-8 degrees preferably. When you're getting down to the 4s, that's when I'm scared you're going to hit that necky starting left face close to path one that you do that gets the low stepper. More handle feeling like it's going around left pocket, holding off. If that cuts too much, then that feeling with the club overtaking. You've got to play with those two feelings. So we're doing the chip with a driver drill just to get a reading. So literally that was, you could chip it less than that. That's flying.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. So that's flown like 100 yards rolled out. Path 0, face slightly open to path, 8.6 toed up. That's the lie angle we want, which is why you can't do enough of those chipping idea drills. You were doing it out there on the course, feeling like you're just going waist to waist. That's giving us the lie control that we want to get rid of that quick left one. Great day there with Aiden, lots of fun on the golf course, really good seeing him hit some fantastic golf shots. Still struggling with the driver, irons kind of on point apart from the odd duff which he manages. Short game looks really good, maybe long putting. I've given him a couple of drills or a drill to practice with his long putting, which could do with a little bit of work. But chipping on point, iron play on point, hybrid 3-wood driver work to be done. Getting him to not shove the handle out, wrap it around the ball, trying to get him to feel like he's rotating open, holding off with the clubs that go left, and then if he gets the ones going right, which he does a bit with the driver, a bit of the old locky flick at the bottom, which really gives him a good ball flight. Aiden's been cut, the journey has started. I think he can get cut loads more. I reckon 12 is obtainable. Single figures is easily obtainable for Aiden, but it will take some work and we have to get hold of that driver. Post comments down below. What do you think? How did he do? What do you think of the journey? Is it something you'd like to do in the future? We've got 4 more coming at you for their lessons, second lessons, so 1 each month, obviously. Who's gonna get the lowest? This is fun. Good shot.